Hi guys, um, I've looked at and saw some stuff on BMX Streets PC. Not that I've got any, I just watched a YouTube video, and I'm just gonna tell what this could mean for the current situation with BMX Streets. So if you don't know, Mod.io is planned to come to console. When that will happen, I don't know. But all we know is it will happen at some point. Well, Marsh said it will happen at some point, and I was watching a video, and it was saying, and it was showing that we'll have modded clothing. But when I first saw it, I was like, yes, brilliant. But there's now going to be an in-game currency that you're going to have to pay for a lot of the modded clothing. Now, once the guy on the YouTube video went on to the maps, none of the maps were paid for. So again, I have not got a PC, so all this could be fake, somebody just making a video, but for me it looked pretty real. But to be honest, I don't know if it'll be the same as Scoot X, but it's starting to become a more paid game, a bit more like Skate. What was good is there was quite a lot of at least the modded ones that are not branded that were free. What is very good, and you get like 5 frames or something like that for like £2 or something like that, or about 2 USD, I don't know. The guy was like, I think his currency was different. He checked it, and I don't know what his currency is, guys, so sadly I'll not be able to check you guys to see what how much it will cost, and also it might just be rounded up for the different currencies. So if it's like £1.98, it might just be up to £2. So first of all, that's like not very ideal for the game, especially it's not like a free game, it is a pay game. It's not like Skate where it's a free game. What I do get it, but at least the maps will not be pay to thing. What I think is good, because I don't know if you've heard about Skate out of Grom. I bought it. Sadly it did work on me, what they wanted everyone to get, but I don't think it works on everybody, so I don't know like if they did do pay to win, not pay to win, pay maps, once they add multiplayer, what I think they already have on PC, it'll be quite hard to, like, if your friends have not paid for that map. I don't think it will ever get to the Skate price of a map. The Isle of Grom was like, how much was that? That was like £10, round about. 10 USD, I know it is. I don't know how much pounds it is. I think it's like 9. So yeah, I had a lot of hours in Skate. I haven't put as much hours on it right now. Just with all the backlash stuff, I just feel like, and also I just feel like it was a good game to start with. They are kind of just Skate is not, it's kind of killing the game. But stop talking about Skate, let's talk about BMX Streets, what we're here to talk about. Now, BMX Streets is a really good game. I won't say it's not, it is a really good game. I can play this for hours on end. It's not my most played game on PS5. It's not my most played game. I have got a lot more hours on Mavericks by Matt Jones. Well, I recently got a first in the world in a leaderboard. What was one of the highlights, and now they're going to get rid of the leaderboards. Well, reset the leaderboards because they're fixing bugs and stuff like that, and they're going to fix even more bugs. So they just want all the ones from the, and it's hard to tell if somebody used a bug or not used a bug. So they're just reset and all that stuff. But one thing I did not like about, I know this talking Mavericks, is that they're now going to reset your tech challenge. So I don't know if it's like they might be using some extra software now. They have to reset tech challenge, but I hope it doesn't reset all of your sponsors and all of your clothes, because personally I might quit the game if they do that. But although I was going to get all my sponsors back at some point anyway, because I'm thinking, you see how I'm on PS5 right now. I'm thinking about getting a PC, possibly. It's just to do more content. Probably not though. So if I did get a PC, I would probably have Mavericks, so I could do really good Mavericks content. And I could also, I would have to restart. So that's why I'm probably not getting a PC. But yeah. So yeah guys, that's just been a short live stream. Because I do not know how to record videos and edit them, and I can't be bothered with all that stuff for everything like that. So I am just going to just reset everything and all that stuff, yeah. So I don't know if it'll be the same for Scooter X. Yeah, but Mavericks by Matt Jones, I think currently is my favourite game, in case you were wondering. But BMX Streets is a close second as well as Scooter X. They're just all very good games. I really like action sports games. I can't wait till if it comes to console, Stora Parkour Pro. What would be very cool if it came to console? Stora Parkour Pro. It's not finished yet, so it'll probably only come to console when it's finished. Yeah. So yeah guys, I've just talked about BMX Streets, how it's going, because currently BMX Streets, with a video that I saw, I don't know if it's real, because I've not got a PC, I can't check, it is got pay clothing now on PC. If anybody had PC, just please see if it's real, because I don't know if it is, but if it is, personally that's for free games like Skate should have pay to win, not BMX Streets. Yeah, so yeah, I've not played BMX Streets in a while, so I'm not as good as I was. One game that I forgot what it's called, I'm surprisingly liking, is Jurassic World. I looked at the price and it's surprisingly expensive. Well, I know I've got Jurassic World 2. I looked at Jurassic World 3 and it's Jurassic World, I mean, it's Jurassic Park, I don't know, free, and it was £40, and I'm just thinking yeah, I'm staying with my Jurassic World 2 because it's with PlayStation Plus. So yeah, but BMX Streets, personally, is a really good game. Just it needs to sometimes I think though it might be good for the game, because to be honest, if you have to pay for clothes, I kind of get it, because it has maybe been not enough, not worth the stress for the game developer, I think it's Mash, to import mods to console. What I do get, but as well, I think since it's through the PlayStation Store, I think It's around about a 30% cut through PlayStation, Xbox, and Steam. I might be wrong. I don't know. I'm not a game developer. I would like to be though. Maybe one day start a game project. It'll probably be rubbish as in. That was a lovely gap. I've never done that gap. I really wanted to get a nice foot jump too up on top of there, but I did not have the speed. And that was actually dead. Yes, I just cased that. It's nose money. That was not clean. I did not mean to put that bar spin in there. But yeah, as I said, I think it would be good for the game. Have mods. I don't know how the player base will react if it is paid. But I don't know if that video is real. It seems to be. It looks exactly like the mod menu. But it could not be real. So just I'll have that disclaimer. It could not be real. I do not want to spread conspiracy theories that are not real just because I saw a YouTube video that looked real. If AI and if he's and people can just nowadays how would you say it with software creating a menu screen is not hard, although he did from that menu screen go into the game and play a map. So he does look like he has a he does make BMX Streets content. Yeah, so I've not done that many talking about the game really in any of my lives or anything. But I thought when I saw this, I thought would I rather just go live and make it simple or have to edit everything and stuff like that. So I just made it simple by going live and practically a video. As I said, it's just got to be BMX Streets what's it called? Title. So that's what I had last time. So it was already in there. That was a lovely gap, I feel. That gapping from there into there, that was actually quite nice. Yeah, but I feel like what guys just take a think how much space do you think you'll get to have mods on your PS5? The first mod I'm installing, if it comes, is the Alley Remastered. It looks very fun, as well as some other cool ones possibly. I know other games have had integrated mods on PC, just not on console. Like Descenders has integrated mods, I think, in PC. So does Hogwarts Legacy. That was a 10 out of 10 game for me, to be honest. That was back in my, not even PS4 days. That was back in my Nintendo Switch days when I used to own the game on a Nintendo Switch. Yeah. It was very fun though. Yeah. So I only recently got a PS5. So that's why I'm not getting a PC until a wee while. But yeah, man. So it is a very, very fun game, BMX Streets, and I feel like this could be the main sports game. Sadly, not Mavericks. I think Mavericks. It's weird because you'd think Mavericks with its big marketing budget and everything like that, it'd be more popular. I feel like just because this has been out for longer and not kind of rushed it to console, people have waited for it. But again, I feel like this game a few years earlier to console, I know there's problems. Would be bigger because bigger YouTubers I think were playing it back then. All matters right now, social media marketing is especially for a game developer, as like the main thing. Yeah, I don't know if you guys have seen it. It's called BMX. VMX. It's a VR BMX scooter game and dirt jumper. Pretty sure. It looks sick. Only on PC though, and Quest soon apparently. Don't know if it'll be on PlayStation VR. Probably not. Maybe. I don't know. If it is, it's probably on PS VR 2, like the PS5 version. Well, isn't I think that's like the same price as a PS5 practically. I think it's like £500. Well, it's insane. I don't know about VR, but personally, I would not spend £500 on a VR for a PS5 because that means like games will no longer support it later. First, if you get like a PC and you have like a VR, it's more worth it because just more worth it to be honest. I think. But BMX Streets is a really fun game. I would definitely say it's a very fun game. I'm actually like hitting my peak viewers right now. I have 2 viewers. That's like the most I've ever had in like for this long. It's probably because I'm talking more often instead of competing in Mavericks because I usually do a bunch of runs in Mavericks. I've stopped live streaming, so it's been good to get back after a few days. Yeah, but I really want mods and I really want multiplayer. Whether they'll come at the same time, because I know mods integrated on PC is already there, and multiplayer is just put them over to console. Well, I don't know how long that'll take. Well, that'll take months, years. I have no idea. I'm not a game developer. If anybody's a game developer, you'll probably know how hard it is. Like, this is made in Unity, so where it's easier because it's in Unity, or I'm not saying that I'm going to be a game developer, but I've been getting into like watching game developers and and stuff about game development, and it's really cool. For some reason, I'm just noticing stuff I've not seen before, like start screen in Mavericks. It says a new engine. I already know about Unity because I already knew Unity was a game engine, but that was like the only game engine I knew. But now hearing that, like, big games are made in Unreal Engine 5 and stuff like that, it's just really cool, I feel. But this also shows, like, Unity can do a bunch of stuff, like, you can go from making mobile games to making a game like this, and I'm pretty sure this made in Unity. What is very cool. And I think Descenders is also made in Unity. What is also very cool. And ScootX is also made in Unity. I don't know if you've ever played it. There's a bike game called Lonely Mountain, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure it's also made in Unity. So there's a bunch of games made in Unity. And then there's a new one called Godot. What is very new. No, it's not new, it's like, I'm pretty sure it's open source. I don't know if you've seen it, there's a new football game. I think there's a trailer dropped. It's not realistic, it doesn't look realistic, but apparently the gameplay feels realistic. The boy, what's the move? I'm not into football. The boinder, I forgot what it's called, but you're like a stick man, and you're playing football. It's really cool, and I was watching about that. And apparently, he made his own game engine from scratch with the language C++. What I find is really cool. Like, I just find that really interesting because C++, can't remember that's the one. I'm Pretty sure that's the one that Unreal Engine uses, or that's either the one that Unreal Engine uses or Unity. One of them uses C#, one of them uses C++. Which one it is, I have no idea. I forgot. But Unity also, not Unity, Unreal Engine also has their blueprint way is what is supposed to be quite good. I'm talking about it like I'm going to make a game. Probably never going to make a game. It would be fun though. Even if I don't publish it, it's like it's a passion project. You can just get a bunch of assets and save yourself a bunch of time. Problem with getting assets from the asset store is there could be thousands of projects that use those same assets. What means if a player has played one like that before, can make it feel repetitive. Especially if you copy one from a tutorial. Like I just, for some reason, I'm just got like their interest in not like building games, but like watching game development, and like there's a bunch of tutorials out there, so I just watch them. It's like build a game in 20 minutes. And it's practically just putting a bunch of asset packs together. So it's like one of them was a third-person shooter. So literally, they had like a third-person shooter plugin. What was just that had no textures. Then they got a map. And just put it in, and then they put the character, but the character doesn't have any textures, and then they just integrate a character. So it does, like, so none of the work is practically yours. You're just plugging in stuff and adding it. What is pretty, like, it's pretty cool, but you probably wouldn't publish a game like that because if let's say, I think the video had like over 10,000 views. I think it was like one of them had 20,000. Let's say some of those publish it. You practically have the exact same game because if they follow that tutorial, then they would just be like, was that a 900 spin? It was that little quarter. It's cool. Soundtrack. That was nice. Yeah, but this game, I feel like just has a nice flow. We're talking about negatives, now we're going to talk about positives about this game. It has a very, very, very nice flow. Like, Landon and manuals, very nice. It's not like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like good controls. It's not like complete sim controls. So like Skater XL. But yeah, it's not like Rise Republic where like you press a button to jump and like, well, like it's cool. Like it's so much. You just kind of have to try it to, you know what I'm saying, to. But if you like the look of it, and even if you don't, I would still recommend getting it, especially if you're on Steam, because on Steam you have a refund window. I would also recommend if you are on Steam, just don't refund an indie game like this, because just don't, I would say, because it is a very good game, but also I know it is and if you don't like it, I know it's frustrating because it's like, but it's under £25 on Steam. I just find it a shame. Like, why is everything more expensive on PlayStation? I guess it's more work to put stuff on PlayStation. So it's kind of like, I can't be bothered. Also, like, I can't be, like, not bothered. I don't know why I said like that. But, like, it's harder. That's why some games never come to PlayStation consoles. But I love that this game has, because I know it's hard. So please, anybody that's just seen that, I don't know what my brain just was like messing around out there. Yeah, but I really like these new maps. Whoever makes these maps, they're gold. They're so nice maps. And I think what would be really cool if I had like a hidden thing. There might be, if anybody knows a hidden thing, but it'd be really cool if there was like a big massive mega jump over out these windows. But and if anybody knows what these like, what these things do, I think I know what these are actually going to do at some point. I have a theory. I don't actually. I have a very bad theory that's not going to be it. What it might be is this is the exact same symbol as the coins for the well, what it looks like inside the game. And whether this YouTuber was just doing it for clickbait and it was like a fake version of the game, I don't know. I just wanted to say that out there. If anybody has a PC, you might know if you got into mod.io, go into like bike parts and stuff like that. But like some stuff cost money, it had like a 200 next to it. It was this logo. So whether if that is true, if you collect these, you'll get like money for getting these. Well, like in-game money. So let me just show you how you get them. This one, I hate this. To get in this one, I have to get a decent amount of speed. Yeah, no. Because also, this game is really cool, so I just don't want to... I don't want to make anyone not get this game, because it might be... I would always say, always support indie developers. I'm never going to say, don't support an indie developer. I'm never going to say indie games bad, hopefully. I never do, because indie games, I won't call names, but some indie games are worse than others. But see how that's like, smash it. Would that give you the credits? I don't know. And where that YouTube video is real, I don't know. It's just, it piques my interest, you know what I'm saying? Like right now I'm watching a bunch of YouTube videos, well not a bunch, it's just like, I'm trying to get in my For You, well not For You page, but like home screen on YouTube. Like, and like, try and get like YouTube to like notify me if mods come out, because I really want mods to come out on console. Because I know they're integrated in PC. But at least you can still do local mods. I've heard local mods still work. So if like a person has collabed with Mash or whatever it's called to get the game on the in-game mods, it might also be in local mods if you're on PC, and you might be able to get it for free. It's just harder. You know what I'm saying? Probably. That's why a lot of people, even though there's like mod.io, pretty sure it's called, but you just download a file and stuff like that. That's why people still use like mods either integrated in the game or like through a different service inside the game. Like through like a different service, like mod companies that have like a bunch of mods. But I think it's very cool, all these tricks. If any of you have any good game, any action sports games, please tell me, because I love action sports games. I've played Shredders. My brain, some games, my brain just can learn the controls, but it's just not similar enough to what I usually play. Was a shame, because like I can learn it, and then as soon as I go to a different game, like I come back to it and then I have to come back to it again. I do kind of really well learn it though. So I can play it because it looks really fun. One game I did have big expectation for me to play. I do play it off and on again. I should really play it again. Rooftop Finales. It was on sale. I think I got it for like £15, something like that. I don't know how much I got it for, but I got it. And I'm not gonna say that I don't like it. because it is very fun. It's just the controls feel a bit, how do I say it? Hard. Not hard, but like not a type of control I like. Mavericks controls and BMX Streets controls I like, but it's because I'm used to those type of controls. Like, I reckon if I picked up Shredders at the same time I picked up when I didn't have a PS5, so I couldn't have. But like Rise Republic, I would have been so happy. I was being able to do all the stuff, then the controls better. It's, my brain has got used to this type of controls with like up and downs or usually bunny hop or something like that. Like, but you don't all. I keep hating, no, not hating, but don't like shorts of Mavericks where a person is like, it's just a YouTuber that wants to get a bunch of videos out and they don't actually know the game and they're bunny hopping every single ramp and you can tell it. You can tell the bunny hopping every ramp. Like, it literally has, it doesn't have you bunny hopping off a jump ever really in the tutorial. And I don't really either. Because you have boost, but I say it gets you further than bunny hopping some ramps. And then you have scrub and whip and all that stuff. And if you want a backflip, you can't backflip off a bunny hop, just so you can't really backflip off a bunny hop in real life. So, yeah. I really like this, to be honest. What I discovered today, see Amazon Linux. Not Amazon Linux, Amazon Luna? Luna. Yeah, Amazon Luna. It's a very, very cool platform because it's practically get a whole gaming catalog and gaming cloud streaming on a Fire Stick or on your TV with an Amazon Prime subscription. I've not really played it, but it does sound very cool. So if you don't have a console, there is some good games in there. Like, I saw there's Wobble Life. Personally, I have a insane amount of hours in Wobble Life. I was addicted to that for a long time. I was trying to save up for the most expensive house in the game. We're one of the most expensive. I could save up for it, but it's just like my favourite house in the game. What's one of the most expensive houses in the game? I think it would be like my favourite. And I think I got halfway there. But yeah, just like the space update came out. It was just like too much to do, I feel like. But it's gonna be good. And what's other? Same with Rise Republic. There's a few games that I have insane amount of hours in that I don't play as much this day. Some are on my Nintendo, some are on my PS4, some I stopped playing them once I transferred to PS5. What was probably because there was a lot more games when I got my PS5 that I was really excited for. So, Wobble Life was one. I played that on my PS4. What was another one? Skate. I did start playing that a lot more after Season 3 came out. Of Grom was so fun. Still play it, but it's just don't play it as much as I used to. And then another one is Descenders. But this was even before my PS4. This was while it was on Nintendo Switch. So I think I've got more hours in that than any game on PS5. But I had my Nintendo Switch for a lot longer. I've had it for 5 years, 4 years, possibly 4 or 5 years, maybe even more. I don't know. At least 4 years. 4, 3. I don't know actually how many years. But it was quite long, not a long time ago, but quite a while ago. That I got it. So I'm quite excited to finally, like, but I didn't get the sender straight away. What was my first game? What was the first game that I played on that? It was one that I definitely got physical. I don't know when I got it. I don't know what was my first game that I played. I actually don't know. Probably look at my library and my Nintendo and just have a nostalgia or something like that. But yeah. Yeah, so Descenders is one. What's another one? Another one is Rise Republic. Just after experiencing some of the best bike games. Yeah, so it was Rise Republic that kind of put down I played Descenders less. Also because the PS4 were way more powerful than a Nintendo Switch. Well, not way more powerful, but a bit more powerful. And it's like, so I played Rise Republic, and it kind of replaced when I wanted to play a bike game. I played Rise Republic. Also Shred. If any of you have not heard about Shred, it's a game that's on, I think, all platforms. It's released on PlayStation and Nintendo Switch. It's Shred 2. I loved, and it features Sam Pilgrim, a pro mountain bike rider, and it's so fun. It is like a 2.5D game, so it's like a side-scrolling game. Yeah, so I don't play that as much anymore. Mainly because like I'm used to the type of controller of the PS5. It's one thing switching from a game that you've not played in a while to like a game with another with other controls, but then I still play my Switch because it's quite fun, and there's games I have on it and I don't have on my PS5, and I'll definitely still use it and still have it plugged into my TV at all times practically. But yeah, that is a very fun. I used to love. I don't know if everybody does this, but I had this one. Like I get into games and then come out of them and then like go back and get into them again and like stuff like that. Like sometimes and then I don't play it for like months and then I start playing it like all the time for like months and then I stop playing it for months and it's just on repeat. You know what I'm saying? And then start playing it for months. It's like on repeat. I used to play. So my dad loved FIFA, and I used to feel like, oh, what's the thing about it? And then I just tried it and I was like, this is sick. So a game that I have a bunch of hours in. Well, not a bunch, but like over 100 I bet. Is not FIFA, but FIFA 20. No, I mean not EA Sports FC, but FIFA 22. Now, even though I had the newer versions, something just what I loved about FIFA 22. I don't know if it's the same on other consoles, at least on Nintendo. Just the feel of the gameplay. Just like the feel of it, like it just felt like it was probably because I was most used to it. But like I have like FIFA 19, FIFA 18, but that was after I got FIFA 21, 20, 22. So the first FIFA I had on my Switch was FIFA 21. That was mostly so my dad could play it. Sometimes because he used to love PES. So I still use to this day PES controllers. The PES controls on FIFA. And I'm not going to switch to the FIFA controls. Just that's what my controls that my dad knew and he just told me them and then yeah. But I had like a manager career on FIFA 22. That was that. Now back then I did not know it. My dad was like, oh Joshua, you don't just get I went the easy route. My EA Sports FC 26 career it's not an easy route. I'm Hearts, so it's not like, and I don't support any Scottish football team. It's just because I was like, oh, they're doing well in the Scottish Premiership right now. That I'll get them. I'll get it. So now I'm like, okay, yeah, and it's a stacked team now because I learned about potential. Now I have not got the hardest settings on because I just want it for a chill game. Like I just like finding good players, so I have the scouting on very fast, so I can scout players all the time. But in FIFA 22, well, at least on Nintendo Switch, you couldn't find the potential. It just had symbols like all potential to be special or something like that. So I never got potential players. My dad always like at the start he helped me, and I have like a. But one thing I found about FIFA 22 is your players get tired so easily. So I had FIFA 22. So I had a youth team practically that I played every second game or something like that, like, and not in like Champions League games, and that was just a bunch of like younger players, but they're not that young, like in my current save. But I have this one player that came through my youth academy, then went to my youth team in like my main squad. So then in my thing, and he's a Scottish. I always scout Scotland because I was like the manager, and he's Scottish, and he's like 18, 19. I think he's 18, and he's 91 rated. He'd be the best. He'd be even higher, 91 rated. But if you do this in FIFA, like I think you could do this in FIFA 22, other ones, but on Switch you couldn't change the position. And he's slow, and I'm not literally kidding. I can't get him any higher in defending stats practically. I don't think there's a defending stat that's under 95. I don't even think there's a defending stat that's under 98. He has 99 and a few defending stats, and he's like 18, 19. He's just actually insane at like defending, and he's my CDM. So I used to just get the best players possible. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get potential players. I got potential players out my youth academy, but that was it. Except from, though, I think the only potential sign I signed is replacing a decent potential left wing with a same potential but faster left wing. And yeah, that's the only like potential sign I made, and then my dad practically made the whole other team. One thing that I think stupid now that I look back on it, I used to have Donnarumma as my thing. But because I thought, oh, Donnarumma isn't even in his 90, and I've ripped Donnarumma practically because he didn't play enough, and he's not, and I'm in like more than 5 seasons, and he's not even budged overall. Like, it's actually insane how crazy like low he is for his potential. How I can get, but I do have a 95 rated Allison. That's who I got, Allison. Yeah. So I had a bunch of good players. What were very good. I had like the best players, so I just got like the best players. Like I think my midfield back in is Pedri, De Bruyne, and Kante, and then I replaced Kante with my Scottish CDM. And then like my backline's like Marquinhos, Van Dijk, Hakimi, and Robertson. So it's just all well-known players. It's not like I've. And then like Mbappe, Mo Salah. I was I don't know if I said it, I was Paris Saint-Germain, and I replaced Messi because they hit under 90 overall for Mo Salah. Well, I think Mo Salah fit my type of playing better, and then I've got Vinicius Junior on the left. Now, I've also got like quite a few other good players. I've not forgotten about it. No, I haven't. But like, I was just obsessed with getting people tonight overall. Yeah, but I did start playing it. Even I do still sometimes play it. So I signed like a few free like pre-contracts. So I signed like this 88 rated like I forgot his name. Plays for pretty sure he plays for Liverpool now in real life, but he was like a good wonder kid in FIFA 22. I signed him on pre-contract, signed All Black, even though I've got Allison on pre-contract for free, because it's free, and then I signed Haaland on pre-contract. Now Haaland isn't even 90 rated, All Black is 96 rated, I'm pretty sure. 96, I think, yeah. And then, like, I think the highest player in the game is Courtois, that's 97 rated or 96, I can't remember. But yeah, it was like insane. Yeah, so like, but yeah, so I played that like not even water really. I probably looked at it then and thought, oh, that's not that bad hours, but I'm just gonna go look at it. I'm gonna pause the thing, but I'm probably not gonna say it. So yeah, I'll pause the live stream. No, I'm not. I'm just gonna keep going because why would I not? Why would I stop just to go see my bus? I can go look at that room anytime. I'm not going to move anywhere, are I? But yeah, pretty cool. Yeah, but Hogwarts Legacy, that's why I'm saving. I really want to do a Hogwarts Legacy save for my PS5. It's just I've already done the main story. It's just like, it's like so boring. But yeah, this live stream has been quite long. Longer than I thought it'd be. So I might just jump off. This was not supposed to be a live stream, this is supposed to be just talking about BMX Streets. And that's what it's supposed to be. And then it moved to FIFA, then it moved to like a bunch of stuff. So I'm gonna go, guys. So see ya later. Yeah, man. Cause I really like this game, and it's like I can't wait for the mods update once it comes. It'll be cool. So see ya, guys, later. Yeah, 47 minutes. That's a lot longer than I thought I'd be on for. See ya.